Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo! Are you still changing the manifolds? Question mark. Yes, Logan Media. Yes, Logan. Senor Logan. Logan. Senor Logan. Oh. The sweet sound of a caffeinated beverage at about 6:30 p.m. on a Tuesday night. Deliciousness. No white gummy bear, but we got orange dreamsicle, which is all that matters. Kyle, Ender, Kyle, Jared, what it do, baby boo? What up, dude? What's going on, you guys? Tanner, I do. Do you see Evo prices are rising? I do. Evo prices are going up even more. It's insane. I'm really glad that we got our Evo when we got our Evo because Evo 8 and 9 prices are starting to go up again. I think I saw some listed today for like 45 to 50,000 for an Evo. What? I remember when Evos were like $13,000, dude. It's absurd. Oram. Yo. What up, dude? Alexander Cole. Vardy. What up, dude? What up, my friend? What up? Derek. I have some orders to ship out after this, too. I got a lot going on tonight. And Ren. Let's get it. Ender. Yo. What a yo-yo. I like cheese. I like cheese, too, man. It's all right. We all like cheese. There ain't nothing wrong with liking cheese, dude. CD5, Senor. So I got the EJ25 all spec'd out today. Got it all measured out. Everything checks out. Our main bearing clearances are solid. Our rod bearing clearances are solid. Piston rings are set up, ready to go. Crank's been measured. Everything is Gucci with the giveaway engine, and I am stoked. So tomorrow I'll actually be building and putting it together. I just wanted to take today to verify all of the measurements for that giveaway engine. So everything is beautifully set up, good to go for whoever wins that engine. And all the names of everyone who's entered is live on the website, so if you guys want to go verify your entries, you totally can. It's under the EJ25 giveaway guidelines section on the website. So feel free to go jet over there if you want to, and make sure, if you want to. I mean, I went through, I pulled all the names out and put them on that list. Are you gonna make a video about measuring bores and piston to wall clearance? I'm trying to do it myself and I am confused. I literally just made that video, except we didn't do piston to wall clearance because I had Outfront do all the machining on it. It's just easier to, when the machine shop takes your engine, it's easier to give them your pistons with the engine, so that way they can bore and hone your block to the pistons that you give them. It's the easiest way to make sure that they're true and accurate. Yeah, you can go through and do piston to wall clearance if you'd like to. For me, it's easier just to give the machine shop my pistons and be like, hey, you guys know the drill. Bore, hone to piston size, and you're good to go on that one. I mean, you can do it if you want to. You have to measure the diameter of the piston, and then you have to measure the cylinder bore, and then you have to figure out what the clearance is between the piston and the cylinder wall. Let's get weird. I like getting weird, man. I think I had too much cheese for breakfast. You can never have too much cheese, dude. Dude, I paid $15K for mine. Sheesh. That's a steal. That is a steal. Let's get weird. Christopher! Hey, Tanner, do you like cheese? Who doesn't like cheese? Why is there so much cheese talk tonight? Yes, I love cheese. I think Sean likes cheese. I like cheese too. Ender, what kind of cheese, man? Good evening, Paulie. My favorite type of cheese, blue cheese. 100%, dude. Nothing beats blue cheese. Blue cheese is the way. What up, dude? Just got through with checking up on my suspension. Felt some wobble after doing some sick snow drifts on Monday. Nothing busted, but some snow on the front passenger drive shaft. Interesting. You feel a wobble? Where do you feel the wobble coming from? Is it like the wheels, the suspension, the steering? Where are you feeling the wobble? I kind of wish I bought that Evo 8 at this point. 14K from a friend, rebuilt. Too much rice that he didn't delete, though. Hard pass. I mean, it does get expensive going back and like reverting other people's modifications to the car. It adds up quick. It adds up stupid quick. It would seem like all right, cheese. Yes, cheese. What up, Tanner? Stoked to see the beast turn over soon. Same. I just got a lot of the heater core stuff in today. A lot of good stuff. Hopefully, Kyle picked up all of the stuff for the refab for the flat 6. So hopefully that should be back up here in a couple of days. Speedy, have you seen the Subaru launch event with the new STIs? What do you think? Subaru hasn't released the new STIs yet. They haven't released them. They have the WRX S4 STI concept. that they've released. I've seen the ERA that they've released, but they haven't released any production model STIs or specs out yet. So I have no opinion on those ones yet. Come on, 7. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Okay, I'll take an EJ25. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not a bad trade-off right there. What up, Tanner? Can't wait to see the BRZ content. I got some BRZ stuff coming for you guys. So today I got the BRZ tinted. I didn't have time to make a video on it today, but we got 20% tint on the BRZ. I have a lot of OEM plus parts coming for the BRZ with the potential of some forced induction as well that may already be in the works for the BRZ, because you guys know I can't help myself. But I think you guys will like the direction we're taking the BRZ. I've been in and out of meetings all day, running errands all day, and measuring EJs all day. So it's been a lot of back and forth. What is up? Can't wait to see the STI run. Same. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? Kyle Caesar. We do YouTube, man. We build engines for people. We do YouTube. We do side jobs for people. There's a whole bunch of stuff we do. But the main thing that I do is YouTube. But the main thing is, yeah, pretty much YouTube. Do you have a video on larger oil filters that will fit a Subaru like Mobile 1 synthetic oil filters? I don't like the size of the M108 Mobile 1. Honestly, I just use OEM oil filters. Like, if you're getting to the point where you're relying on an oil filter to save your engine, you probably already have bigger issues going on inside of your motor. So for me, I just use the OEM Subaru Blue filters. They're easy to get. They're accessible. They're cheap. They're what I use. Like, if you're to the point where, like, all right, this oil filter is going to stop my car from grenading, like, it may help minusculely, but if you're relying on it to the point where you're trying to, like, keep an engine alive, you're trying to, like, keep it from blowing up, an oil filter is not the solution. If you do want a bigger oil filter, grab a Mazda one, dude. Like, I believe you mentioned the Mazda one. No, you did not. Mazda. Go get a Mazda OEM Tokyo Roku filter if you want one that's a little bit larger than the OEM blue ones. But for me, I just use OEM. Subaru. Man, it feels like just yesterday we were celebrating 50K, and you're about to turn over 75. I know, right, chat? Isn't that crazy? What are we at right now? I haven't looked in a couple of days. Like, after doing YouTube for a while, you kind of stop paying attention to a lot of the numbers that you hyper focus on, because I used to be hyper focused so much on a lot of the numbers that, like, YouTube gives you, and it's hard not to. But it's crazy, dude. What's good? Nice work on the Subi. Thank you, Moses. Felt it in the steering. It's cleared up since I knocked the snow and ice. Check the bearings. Interesting. Could have just been a whole bunch of buildup on there. Yo, Tanner, by the way, audio isn't quite synced with your video. I know. I've tried different settings, and it's like a half second to a second delay off. I do apologize about that. I'll see if I can, like, play with it again in the future and somehow try to sync them up again. Actually, I wonder if this would hold up. I've tried different settings, and it's like a half second to a second delay off. I do apologize about that. I'll see if I can, like, play with it again in the future and somehow try to sync them up again. Actually, I wonder if this would hold up. Boop. Boop. Now you can. Is that any... I don't know if that's any better. It may be better. I don't even know if you guys can hear me now. You guys might not even be... Boop. There we go. That's one. Ender seems to really like cheese. WRX better make 400 horsepower. It ain't gonna make 400 horsepower. I can tell you that right now. The new STI is not making 400. I will put money on it. Max, I see that STI making maybe 350 crank. Maybe, if Subaru's feeling generous. Personally, I like me some cheddar. That's a good cheese right there. That's a good cheese. The tin boy needs to be hugged. Seagull, what up, my dude? I don't even think he's in here. He's not. He's upstairs. Orma or Orama. Appreciate the dono, dude. When are you coming for the free haircut? Where am I going for the haircut? Nobody's told me the destination of where I'm going for said haircut, so I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea. Hey, Tanner, EJ25 build. What cams and how to go out cam journals? How to go out cam journals? Machine shop will take care of it? Question mark. If I sound out the cams. Jordan, can you please retype your comment because I don't know how to answer that. Godzilla, don't sync the audio. Can you retype that one for me because I don't know what you're asking out. What cams and how to go out cam journals? You're gonna have to retype that one, dude. I'm sorry. Yo, when doing the first hand turn off the crank of an EJ after timing it, all gear marks line up, but the belt is now a few teeth off. I remember you read that was normal. Are you talking about the lines on the belt, Eric? If you're talking about the lines on the belt, they're never going to line back up. Well, they'll line back up again at some point, but they're not going to line back up. If you're talking about the actual notches on the cam gears to where they are in the timing covers, those should line up for the most part. You may be about half a tooth off. That is normal. Also, Brandon, appreciate the dono, dude. Can you barely hear me now? Whoop! Whoop! What about now? What about now? That might be better. I don't know. I could be very loud right now. I could be. See, this is what happens. We talk about changing audio stuff. I change the audio and then we're all over the place. Oh, no. Hold up. I just turned it. Now I'm blasting it. Yeti microphone. Baby. Boop. Loud. Also, Plumber! Appreciate the donut, my friend. See, now it looks way too loud. Now I can see it entering into the red zone right there. It's pretty Gouda, if you ask me. Ah, that's funny, Ender. That's funny. That's punny. What's the most you'd push a 2020 STI on stock internals, wheel horsepower-wise? That entirely depends on your comfort zone. For me, I'll push it until it blows up. For other people, they might not want to push it past 350. Others might want to push it to 500. That's going to be extremely subjective. For me, I'd probably push it to 550 comfortably. After that, I'd start to get into the danger zone. Danger zone! Rally Sport Bike. Rally Sport Direct, when purchasing the Killer Bee pan, said there's like 2 other variants of the set. I think there's a cast oil pan, there's a machined cast welded, and I think they came out with a new one recently also. So I think they have like 3 different oil pans now. Wayne, what's up? Hey, from Las Vegas. Dude, Jelly, Las Vegas sounds fun. You out on the strip? Are you partying? I haven't been to Vegas in a couple of years. Me and the homies chilling right now, splitting a roll of cheese. A roll. I mean, I care. There's so much cheese talk. What's up, Jeremy and Scaper? What up, dudes? And DM, can't forget you. Plumber. Tanner, the EG is going to be amazing. Damn straight it will, baby boy. It's going to be so good. I can't wait. Most of the, it's all the little stuff. All the little stuff take up so much time in a build. It's absolutely ridiculous. All the big stuff flies by. Well, not flies by in our case. Took some time. But all the little stuff takes time also. OEM Plus better be Subaru STI parts or period correct aftermarket stuff when mentioning the term. It is. It's OEM Subaru parts. Some of them are JDM parts. Some of them are USDM parts. But they are OEM Subaru parts. It'll be fun. What's up, Tanner? What's the choice of caffeine tonight? I'm on the monster kick lately. I hate monsters. I can't stand monsters, dude. Those things. And NOS, dude. They destroy me. I don't know why. Reigns, 100% though. That's what I stick with. Can't go wrong with Reign. You get a Reign, you stick with Reign. Reign is good. Let's hear the cheese tier list. Dude, blue cheese. That's it. Blue cheese on everything. That's the only cheese. That's the only cheese that should even be considered. I can't wait to hear that Bad Bee turnover. She gonna sing? Dude, I know. I already got the base map done, too. I've been itching to get that thing started. Itching. We got fuel. We have fuel and air. We just need spark now, which should be happening in hopefully a couple days. Good to see you, Canton. H-Tufts are I-beam for around 750. H-Tuff Plus with the 718. Are they 718? I was looking at the sheet earlier. H-Tuff Plus. H-Tuff Plus with 625 rod bolts is what I would use. That would be my go-to on that one. Smedia Godzilla, don't sync the audio. Power ceiling on the new STI better be crazy since they've given us no power improvement in the years. I can guarantee you that they're not going to. They're not going to. All right, we're going to go on a rant on this here in a second. But first, Ravenchild, happy Tuesday, my friend. Appreciate the dono, dude. All right, we're going to go on a rant real quick. Subaru, don't expect 400 horsepower to the STI when it comes out. Don't expect the STI to make crazy or hold crazy horsepower numbers. Okay? Everybody sets these expectations so high for a brand new car when it comes out that when it comes out, literally 90% of the people that were hyped about it are let down. Set your expectations lower. Realistically, I foresee the new STI making 350 crank horsepower, not wheel horsepower, crank horsepower, which will probably be about 320 to 330 wheel horsepower. If it makes more, that's fantastic. That's wonderful if it does. That's awesome. Then we can be hyped about it. But everyone overhypes the car so much that when it comes out, everybody just gets so butthurt and let down about it. It's just not going to. It's just not going to. Subaru's not going to produce a 400 horsepower car with a warranty out of a 4-cylinder. It's just not going to happen. Mercedes AMG did it. And I think they're the only ones to do it so far, to my knowledge. But I don't see it happening. Anyways, now that we've gone past the rant, get back to it. Why you so quiet? Can barely. I think I fixed it because it seems to be a lot louder now. Like, oh, I think it's louder. About to get my 2015 STI Launch Edition tuned intake, downpipe, exhaust, Tomei Extreme, unequal length headers, up pipe, Perrin, bypass valve, good replacement for my WRX. Very nice. Chad, let me know how much power you making, dude. He messed up his mic. It was small dog. I blame small dog. We don't get the STI in the UK anymore. Just plug in crap. Dude, that sucks. That sucks. Did they discontinue like all or most like combustion engine vehicles over there? I'm very curious on that. I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome, Ricky. Better late than never, my dude. So much cheese stuff, man. H Tougher I-beams, we've talked about that one. Running my Dash 6 line from Radium Hangar to Bay this weekend, along with installing my IAG oil feed lines. Very nice. Very nice. I'm about it. I'm about it. Run that Dash 6 line, man. Can a melted out cat cause a lean cell? Definitely. It can cause some issues right there. If you have pieces of cat scattered through your exhaust, you could have knocked into the rear O2 sensor when the cat blew out. There's quite a few things that could result from that happening. But yes, that is a potential cause. I heartily disagree. Pepper Jack is my preference. No. Blue cheese. Would you trade your STI for the new gen 2022? No, not a chance in hell. Hell no. Hell no. Never. There is not a car out there that I would trade my STI in for. Not a car. Nope. Wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even buy the 2022 WRX or STI, so no. Unfortunately not. Whoa. Pepper Jack, man. Buns is a pulp. Jeez, you guys with the cheese stuff. I have this weird rubbing noise and it sounds like metal on metal. I just replaced my rotors and brakes. I'm out of ideas what it could be. Well, what have you checked so far, Brandon? It could be... Is there a piece of old... Is there a rock, piece of old something behind the rotor? Does it sound like it's coming from a specific side? Do the brakes feel chattery or weird at all? How loud is this? Is it like a metallic, like... I don't have two pieces of metal to knock together. Is it like a scraping noise? Is it like a clinging noise? Like what kind of noise are we talking here? Metal on metal could be a lot of things. It could be rubbing two metal pieces together. You could be like smacking them. What exactly is the sound? Nick, hey man, just talked to you a couple days ago on your live about front mount intercooler, which options ended up finding an amazing deal on an ETS. Ooh, very nice with a tile recirc. That's a solid setup right there, dude. When you taking off the wrap, I miss the old blue. When the car runs and drives, then I will take the wrap off because the wrap right now is protecting the World Rally blue paint under it, and it gets banged into and bumped into a lot out in the garage. So if I can try to save the paint a little bit more, ideally I would like to. My IAG AOS arrives tomorrow. Any advice for the install? Take your time, go through the instructions. It's not as scary as it looks. One step at a time, and I promise you'll be able to do it. The first time I ever installed an AOS, it took me like 10 hours. Now I can do them in about 45 minutes. I promise they're not as scary as they seem. Just take your time with it. Hey, Tanner, what up? It's pretty chilly here. We got a cold snap. I saw a whole bunch of places are getting like snow. Whole bunch of places. Kind of jealous. I kind of wish I had snow now that I have a running car. Sorry, drink another beer. I will, LOL. Building an EJ25. How to go about cams. Okay, what cams to go? OEM, that depends on your power goals. And with the heads, will the machine shop take care of the cam journals without the cams? The cam journals, you can request them to go through and clean up the cam journals if need be. For what cams that you should get, BC 272s are a pretty good street cam. It really depends on how much power you're shooting for, dude. 272s are an awesome cam if you're looking for like a street car application. Whatever comes to mind. Appreciate the donut, dude. Bill EJ giveaway, how to enter. Okay, I'm going to put a poll up right now for this, and I'm going to let you guys decide. Hold up. All right, so I have been getting a ridiculous amount of messages of people asking me how to enter the giveaway, how to get into the giveaway. Is it too late to get into the giveaway? Like a ridiculous amount. I feel like I've been pretty transparent about when the giveaway ended. So I'm going to leave this up to all of you. I am not going to make the decision. You guys will make the decision in the chat. I put one poll up on Instagram, but you know what? Everybody in this chat right now is going to be the deciding factor. The winner for the EJ25 is going to be drawn on Friday's live stream. We're going to do the drawing on Friday's live stream, and that's when the winner will be picked via a random selector through the entire list of names that I have right now. So if you guys do you want me to reopen the giveaway for 24 hours? That is the longest I will reopen this, is 24 hours for you guys to be able to get back into it. If you guys in the chat say yes. If you guys say no, I'm not doing it. So it's entirely up to you. There should be there should be a poll going out right now into the chat. I don't know where the poll just went. There it is. Bam. Do you guys want the giveaway reopened? Yes or no? It's totally up to you guys. Open a web browser. I don't want to open that web browser. Entirely up to you guys. There's been a stupid amount of people asking me to reopen it. 100% up to you. But yeah, winner is going to be picked Friday in Friday's live stream. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to party. We're going to chill. We're going to kick it. It will be a blast. It'll be a blast. We're going to just go over here. When is the manifold getting redone? It's getting redone right meow. Kyle has the manifold down at his shop. I've been thinking about 450 to 500 wheel horsepower. I'm saving for an IAG 1000 plus long block. Would recommend it. $17,000 block. Honestly, I wouldn't go IAG on that. If you're looking for a 1000 plus wheel horsepower block, I'd highly consider other means. 17K for something like that is a little bit absurd. Yes, high horsepower blocks are expensive, but there are better means to doing it that will save you a little bit more money. Outfront's a good option. Doing it yourself. I'm doing a whole walkthrough on how to be able to do all this stuff. So yeah. No, you don't have to reopen. Some may feel cheated. I'm leaving it totally up to you guys if you guys want it open or not. But also appreciate the dono, dude. We're also going to be doing more of these giveaways here in the future. So don't think this is the only one that we're ever going to do. Just keep that in mind. Can I have one of your cars? Well, Wheezy, what do I get? I'll tell you what, man. I'll give you the Evo for an astounding price of $30,000. $30K. I'll give you the Evo for that. And I'll throw in a freshly honed block, too. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't get rid of any of the cars. What's up, Tanner? First live shout out from Tahoe Truckee? Where's that? Where is that? I don't know where that is. But sounds fun. Sounds fun, dude. I'm about it. Can I make this thing like disappear off of mine? Oh no, I have to close the poll on it. I'll leave it open throughout the live stream. I really need some help here, man. Well, what up, Loki? I've been trying to bleed my clutch after I lost pedal on the pedal feel on the last drive. Fluid and bubbles come out when I open the bleeder. What am I doing wrong? I would check to make sure that the connection... A, I would start by checking to make sure the connections are tight. B, I would check to make sure that you don't have any leaks coming off of the reservoir. And if you do, also check to make sure you have no like pinhole leaks coming off of the line either. If you checked all that and it's all still good, try bleeding it again, seeing if that changes anything. It could be... If there's bubbles coming out, there's air getting into the system somewhere. So I would start... I would start by finding out where the bubbles are coming from and going from there. Because once you eliminate how the air is getting into the system, you can fix that, re-bleed it, and you should be solid. Sean, appreciate that. And Ender, cheese tier list. You guys, blue cheese at the top, 4 cheese Mexican, mozzarella, provolone. Melanie, is that you?
Yes.
Come here. Name a cheese. What's a good cheese? Parmesan? Pepper jack? Cheddar? Sharp cheddar?
Mozzarella.
What's a gross cheese? Okay, there's no gross cheeses. I'm glad we've gotten. Thank you. That's it. Just talk about cheese. All right, I have a Blausch 20G stock location turbo with Grimspeed top mount and up pipe and Cobb down pipe. Could I realistically sell that without taking a huge hit when trying to go with a rotated kit? I mean, down pipes, like, they hold their value somewhat decently. Up pipes, not so much. I mean, up pipes are pretty cheap. You can get a lot of cheap, reasonable up pipes out on the market. Downpipe, yes, you can. Uppipe, you'll probably take a hit on that one. Also, appreciate the dono, Inder and Sean, now that we've gotten through the cheese stuff. Omi, what up, dude? What? This is Russian, man. I can't speak Russian. I can't read Russian either. We share cheese platters. Should Subaru discontinue the STI? That's a good question. Honestly, I think they should. I honestly think that Subaru has reached a point with the STI where they either need to... Honestly, I say discontinue it for like 10 years and then bring it back. Personal opinion on that one. But then again, they have such a stronghold on the all-wheel drive 4-cylinder turbo market that it's kind of hard not to like keep it going. So I don't know. I'm on the fence with it. We'll see. I think that they should maybe take a couple years off from the STI, keep the WRX out, but take a couple years off from the STI, completely revamp it, like really put some time, effort, focus into it, and then release it back out to the market. Also, Jose, appreciate the dono, dude. Tanner, you got a spare or OE alternator for fabrication mockup? I do. If you need it, shoot me a DM on Instagram or Facebook, dude, and you can come swing over and grab it anytime. It's just an OEM STI alternator, but yeah, you could totally cop it if you need it for any fabrication or mockup stuff, dude. Probably won't be as fast as my WRX for now, but the goal is more. My WRX was 380, 330 running E60. Ooh, I mean, that's a pretty good setup right there already. Also, Joe, appreciate the dono, dude. Cheese. Is tonight's theme cheese? Apparently tonight's theme is cheese. It's cheese. Cheese. Revamp the older GD styles and hatches. Woo. See, that's what I'm saying. Bring a wagon or a hatchback. Give us a wagon or a hatchback again. I know there's like a small percentage of people out there that don't like them, but I'm saying, dude, bring them back. When's the build EJ25 giveaway end? Last Friday. Sorry. Seems like it's like 50-50. It's like 50-50. If it's not like overwhelmingly yes, we're keeping it closed, you guys. Follow-up question. If I plan upgrading, should I go ahead and get FP black or stay FP green and get FP black and get the black once I have the long block? Honestly, I'd get the FP black now. There's no point in buying an FP green than buying an FP black later. Just buy the FP black now. It's a good turbo. It's a fantastic turbo. You can make a little less power on it now and a little more power on it later if you want to. Inder, I love me some dry aged milk. Some fungi. Let's just call it fungi from now on. Moist or dry aged cheese. Either are good options. Solid options. Oh, I just saw a comment that said no blue cheese. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? Oh, I lost it. No to blue cheese. Might have missed that part where I'm allergic to it. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. My STI is making 1 PSI right now. Plumber, what's going on with it? Sounds like you got a big vacuum leak. That's my guess. You got a big vacuum leak over there. 1 PSI. I mean, if it was 1 PSI, sheesh, that's a big vacuum leak. Soapy water test. Is it idling fine? Like if it's idling okay, I wouldn't say it's a vacuum leak then. Do you know what the EJ205 OEM crank is good for stock? Looking to push 350, 400. I mean, the crank you'll be fine at 350, 400. I wouldn't stress the crankshaft. I would swap my... God damn it, the cheese. It's a scraping noise. There's got to be... Check behind the rotors if you haven't already. I mean, if it's something scraping as you're moving, I would think there's either something between the brake pad and the rotor or there's something between the rotor and the hub. It's like all I can think of if it's a scraping noise like that. Are you going to do a fan car meetup anytime soon? When it gets warmer outside. It's cold as hell. I work outside every day, you guys. It's cold as hell. I don't want to have to stand out in the cold. I don't think a lot of other people do either. It's chilly. But yes, once it starts to warm up a little bit in the spring, we will. Rip. The giveaway is over. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, it's like 50-50. I'm closing it. I'm closing the poll. We're not reopening it. There will be more giveaways. We're leaving it closed. Plus, I don't want to have to add more names to the list. That took me so long last night. Hey, bud, what clutch you recommend for 550 wheel horsepower in a 2014 STI? ACT's heavy duty. It's a 6-puck clutch. It is realistically not that bad to daily drive. I did it in Karma all the time. Fantastic clutch. 550 wheel horsepower. I'm guessing you're probably going to be around 475 torque. That clutch will also let you grow into the future if you so choose to do so. Also, since the giveaway thing's come up a couple times, what is something that you guys want to see in a future giveaway? Do you guys want to continue the giveaway thing in the future? Totally curious on what you guys are. Buffalo chicken nuggies. Totally curious on what you guys want to see, and we could do a cheese giveaway. We could do cheese. Will the next giveaway be available in Canada? Potentially. The giveaways haven't reached a point where I can financially afford to do international quite yet. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff that goes into doing an international giveaway versus just one that's like inside of your home country. I will try, but I cannot guarantee anything quite yet. Quite yet. AOS or fourth cylinder void warranty. Both of them have potential to cause warranty claims. Yes. Cake giveaway. We could do a cake. Yes, cheese giveaway. I knew it was going there. 89 watching, 29 thumbs up. Hit that like button. See, that's what I'm saying. Chad coming in here, policing people up. Royal Offset. I am cool. Royal Offset, dude. You are the coolest. Man or woman. Royal Offset. Thanks for your channel. I've been learning a lot. Anytime, Red STI. You know, fucking cheese, man. Close. Jump on the next giveaway. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna reopen this one again. For the next, just keep an eye out. Like I felt like I mentioned it quite a bit in videos and live streams and on Instagram of when the giveaway was ending, and I also extended it that extra week. So we're keeping it closed, you guys. True, but the cheese, you guys and your cheese, I swear. Just out of curiosity, why are you looking for an FA24? Ah, you saw that. Does anybody have any FA24 case apps? Turbo giveaway, please. We could do that. We could do a turbo giveaway. Would you guys want a turbo giveaway? We could do a turbo giveaway. We could do that. I can make that happen. Turbo giveaway? We could definitely make that happen. Why am I looking for another FA24? I'm looking exclusively for a BRZ FA24 case half set. Because you guys already know what I'm going to do. Why are you even asking why am I looking for FA24 case halves? I'm going to get some FA24 case halves. I'm going to close deck them. I'm going to build it. I'm going to pull the BRZ's engine. I'm going to put in a closed deck engine. I'm going to turn it up. We're going to make some sauce. We're going to make some power. We're going to hurt some feelings with the BRZ. It's going to be fantastic. Fuse Fab rotated kit for the giveaway. That's very chassis dependent. That is extremely chassis dependent. I realistically don't know how I'd be able to do that one. Because that's also going to heavily depend on turbo and a whole bunch of factors. I could do one for a GD chassis. If you're using I could do it for a GD chassis. I'm going to ask you next Tuesday. Stop that. You stop that. As you grow as a YouTuber, you'll find there's a stupid amount of people that don't follow directions, read, listen, etc. It's par for the course. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with everything. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible and keep the information flowing. Do I prefer the Evo or the STI? Stock for stock, Evo. Modified for modified, I don't know. I like them both. I like them both for different reasons. Both? Can I just pick both? I gotta pick one? If I had to pick one, honestly, I'd say the STI, to be honest. I absolutely love Evos. And I love my Evo. But I gotta go with the STI. It's the interior that does it for me. The interior on the STI just trumps the Evo. There's no argument there. What caliper STI fit with 2013 WX? Thanks, man. I know 04 STI bolts right up. I know CTSV bolts up with an adapter plate. I believe 05 to 21 Brimbos bolt right up also. Not 100% sure on that one, but double check. I found a forged FA block on Off the Lines website. I don't think anybody has FA24s yet for the BRZ. I don't think anybody has them yet. A giveaway that doesn't void warranty. We could do like coilovers or something. I mean, that wouldn't void your warranty. I don't know, that's hard. That's hard to do one that doesn't void warranty. I have a GTI. Jeremy, what do you want to see out of the next giveaway then, man? We could do, I mean, I could do a credit for parts. I could also do that, like, the winner gets like $1,500 or $2,000 to spend in retail parts or something. I don't know. We could figure something out that applies to everyone. I'll have to do the thing. It's really difficult, but we'll figure something out. We'll find something. I went to dealer, thought I had a broken control arm. I got a real lesson in how big a difference tire balancing. Oh, dude, huge difference. With my Subaru Legacy blown, how much would it cost to replace the block and turbo, both OEM? I just need a ballpark so I can decide if I'm going to sell it or just send it. I would do a Type RA short block in it for the Legacy. You can pick up a Type RA short block brand new for around $1,900 to $2,100 ish. And if you're looking at like an OEM turbo, you can pick up like an OEM VF52 off of eBay or Facebook Marketplace for like $250, $300, somewhere in that realm. So on it, and you'd need a gasket and seal kit, head gaskets, everything like that. So realistically, I'd say you could probably do it under like $2,600 if you do all of the work. If you're paying a shop to do the work, that's gonna add like $2K on top of that. Ryan, you threw an X in there at me, dude. Gouda's a good cheese too. You got me there. We respect the cheese list. It's a good cheese list. Ratatouille. What is a I'm not even going to try to pronounce that cheese. Not even going to try to pronounce it. So much cheese talk over here, dude. A shout out from SoCal out here modding my car illegally. Dude, I'm about it. Just don't get stay ref, dude. Just don't get stay refed. It's my big thing. I'll be down in California this year. Probably in a couple months. We're going to take a trip down to Cali. It's going to be fun. Probably in the BRZ, though. Jared, appreciate the dono, dude. Been having a screeching sound when braking, only when going slow, i.e. parking lots brakes. We inspected it at the dealership last service, said all was fine. If you had to rate the screeching on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you put it at? Because, I mean, if it's... Some brakes just squeak depending on the pads that you have and the rotors that you have. But the biggest thing when it comes to screeching that I see with brake pads is people will... And I've seen dealers do this too. There's little shims on brake pads, these little metal shims that when they start to wear, they'll start like scraping on the rotor or something, or they'll start scraping. And when you hear that scraping is when you'll start hearing that screaming sound. It's another good one. But the biggest thing that I see is like something in between a brake pad and a rotor. If not, check for the little metal tabs that could be scraping on something. What's going on with the Golf? The Golf R is gone. That thing toast. So all the parts that I had for the Golf R are now going on Melanie's GTI. With more on the way, actually. So we've been doing a lot of maintenance on Melanie's GTI right now. We're looking at doing a turbo upgrade from the IS-20 to like an IS-38 or something larger. We also have the downpipe intake. We've got the turbo inlet, the tuning. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. Right now, we're just trying to knock out all the maintenance stuff on Melanie's Mark 7 before we start modifying it, just to avoid another Golf R incident. So I did spark plugs on the GTI the other day and an oil change. Her engine looked 1,000 times better than my R. My R got wholesaled for $20,000. It went to wholesale, dude. It needed an entire new engine. With the Golf R being my daily driver, I didn't have $8,000 to throw at it to try to get another engine snagged, secured. I mean, we could have rebuilt it, but I don't know the extent of the damage. And with the BRZ coming in, it financially made a little bit more sense to get rid of the Golf R and get the BRZ, so that way I'm not throwing thousands and thousands of dollars and not having a running car. So the best course of action was to get rid of the Golf R right now. But we still have our GTI. So all of the mods that I had set aside for the Golf R are going onto the GTI, and the GTI is going to be a little saucy egg. It's going to be a fun little egg. I think we might wrap it white as well. Tell me some things about the Evo. So I sent out the crankshaft a couple days ago down to out front to get repolished. I have so much stuff in the shop for the Evo, it's ridiculous. The Evo will be on a standalone ECU as well. It's going to be on a different... There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So a lot of the meetings that I'm going to this week are to set us up for some future stuff going on with the cars. So... Evo's getting a full standalone. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to make a lot of power. My goals for the Evo went from just getting it back on the road to realistically maybe 700 wheel horsepower. The goals for the Evo can completely changed. It's ridiculous. Except for the Golf, to be honest, but I'll stick around. We still got the other GTI, my man. You got a Mark 7 GTI. We got a Mark 7 GTI. We got GTI stuff going on. That's what I'm talking about. I'm about it. Regardless, I appreciate the support, dude. But yeah, with Melanie's GTI, realistically, probably get it to around 400. Get it on E85, suspension, wheels, tires. We tinted it the other day. It might have been like last week. It's all the basic stuff on her GTI right now, just to get it up to par, to get ready to be modified. Because the last owner who had her GTI kind of neglected some stuff, and it's got that. If you slow Mark 7 GTI, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about with this. With the DSG, I think the manual transmission had the issue too, where the shifter trim, it would peel up, and it's aluminum. I don't know why Volkswagen didn't recall this to fix it, but there's like this sharp piece of aluminum that comes up right near the shifter trim, and it's right where you go to like put all your stuff in this little center console area. I've cut myself there. I got a cut on my finger right now from it. I've cut myself like 5 times on that thing. It's ridiculous. So we're just getting her car up to snuff, and then we'll start modifying it and start making it go fast. I agree with you, Tanner. Blue cheese all the way. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one. You asked for ranch with your wings in Buffalo. That's right. 100%. 100% on that one. What are you doing with the bubble, aka SRT4? I am doing absolutely nothing with the SRT4 because the SRT4 is Matt's project. I've got enough projects to throw money at. The SRT4 does not fit into my budget, unfortunately. I see your TikTok blowing up, my boy. Dog. It was very unexpected. It was very unexpected. And I don't want people on TikTok to think that I absolutely hate Volkswagens or that I'm picking on like all these other, like Volkswagens, Kias, all these other cars. Like I love all these cars. I'm just poking fun. They're poking fun. I'm poking fun back. I'm pretty sure that's all TikTok is, though. Since you've been around, just bought a Cobb catback. About to buy the SF Cobb intake. That's a very good setup right there. Expected horsepower game on 91 pump 2017 STI. Realistically, wheel horsepower wise on an OTS 1 tune, you're probably looking at, I don't know, 270 wheel ish. Intake and catback don't give too much power. Downpipe fuel system really is where you start picking it up. GTI is gone, but I got a stock block MK7R making 534 wheel. Ooh, conservative tune, but def know what you're talking about on the trim. Dude, that trim has cut me too many times. Too many times. It's ridiculous. Congrats on the R too, dude. Those are good numbers for an R right there. Out of curiosity, are you running port injection and direct injection? Or are you still just on the direct injection with the high pressure fuel pump upgrade and the low pressure fuel pump upgrade? Kind of curious because I've been looking into that stuff also. My EJ25 still at the machine shop, waiting on plus 2mm Cali's rod since early December. Heads are finished with full Farah valve train and Tomy pond cams. Looking to drive out to 8K since it's de-stroked. That will be a fun build right there, my friend. David, anything major I missed? Family matters. Happy. Dude, you're totally good, man. Go take care of the family. Go do your thing. You're totally good, dude. What is your favorite car? Evo, STI, BRZ, GTI. If I had to pick between the STI, an STI, a BRZ, a GTI, or an Evo, in order, and we're assuming all of these cars are stock. We're assuming that all of these cars are stock. I think in order it would be Evo, BRZ, STI, GTI. In that order for me. I think there's something about Evos that's just they're fun cars. They're stupid fun cars. I choose the BRZ next because I secretly love rear wheel drive. I like rear wheel drive the most. Then the STI, only because I've had so many STIs that it just drops down on the list. I've never been a massive fan of front wheel drive only, so that's the whole reason why the GTI is at the bottom. Although I will say the GTI is probably the best daily driver out of those four. The BRZ would probably be the most fun. The Evo would be like a good mixture of like daily driver and fun. Same with the STI. It's just I put the STI down a little bit lower just because I've had so many of them. What up, dude? Love your content. Hey, appreciate it, dude. The giveaway motor! How many horsepower will that have? That's totally up to whatever supporting mods you throw at it. It is reliably being built for 500 wheel. So if you decide to push it past that point, that's all on you at that point. Stock high pressure fuel pump, upgraded low pressure fuel. With port injection. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. All the EU cars got port injection on theirs. We didn't get that here in the States, which is kind of a letdown. They never give us anything good in the States. It doesn't matter if it's JDM, European. We don't like if it's any type of import that comes into the States, they always hold out the good stuff for them. We don't get it. It's kind of sad. Kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I'm getting fine knock learn anytime I press the gas down. Not on watt throttle. Also, no dam drop or feedback knock. Could this be a fuel pump issue? What value are you seeing for fine knock learn? Because that's going to be the biggest determining factor here on if it's bad or if it's okay. Uh, let's get some more baseball tees next drop. Done. I will make that happen, Josh. We're gonna have flannels on the next one. Next one probably won't be until late March, early April, somewhere in that time frame. So that way I can get some more designs made, get some actual stock here and whatnot. I do like the pre-order idea that we have been doing, because that way I can open all sizes to everybody and everybody gets the sizes that they order, versus me kind of guessing and checking and then you kind of get what you get. But yeah, I will do more baseball tees. I like the baseball tees. I wear them in the summertime. Jared, if they are stock... Oh, okay, yeah, I was talking about the brake pad one up there. David Black donated $5 whole to Super Chat. Hey, thank you, David. Family stuff is handled. That's why I'm late. Just didn't want to miss anything. No, you're totally good, dude. We haven't really missed anything too big. We've just been kicking it, chilling out, maxing, all cool, hanging out. Do you got a lemon-ass Golf R? Dude, I know. It was screwed. Kind of wish, same dude, I wish it would have lasted longer. I wanted to play with that car. I do, like, here's the EPA can lick my butthole. I agree with that one. I totally agree that mine was a lemon. Even with the exquisite service record that it had, I got screwed on that car. I got screwed. Like, everyone was telling me that they were bulletproof, everything like that. And I do believe that. I do believe that the EA888 is still a fantastic engine. I just think that mine was completely screwed over. Like, there were so many things that the dealership overlooked when they took that car in that they chose not to fix before they sold it, that if they would have just taken the time to fix, just even look at it, it wouldn't have blown up. It would have been fantastic. It would have been fun. That little ground strap, I guarantee you, probably thrashed the head, destroyed the turbo, probably took out a couple valves. I know it scored the piston, probably scored the cylinder walls also. It's a little piece of metal, a little piece of steel will do a lot of damage. You should get the STI ERA. The STI ERA is probably, it will never be for sale for anybody to buy. I can almost guarantee you that. That's just their record attempt car. I guarantee that car will never be for sale. How many are entered into the giveaway? That's a good question, Brett. I don't know. I didn't count the total number of entries, but I can show you guys the list. And any of you guys are free to go look at this list also. Let me do this. Let me share my screen so that way you guys can see it. Let me scroll down here over in this chat window. So if you guys come over to the website, you go to EJ25 giveaway guidelines. Everyone who is eligible, all is right here. This is the list. So you can go verify your entries if you want to. This includes mail-in entries. It includes all the entries. Literally everyone's entries. So if you want to go verify how many entries you have or anything like that, feel free. This list is in no particular order, but it is there because I did want to make it public for you guys to be able to see. I'm a pretty transparent person when it comes to a lot of that stuff, and I don't like hiding things. So it's all over there if you guys want to go check. I didn't count the total number of entries. I was up late last night going through and getting them all set up. You should... Tanks tops for summer. Down. We doing that. Are you going to change those wheels off the STI? Yeah, the Evo wheels on the STI right now are just rollers. They're just rollers to get it pushed around. That's all they are. Yes. EA888 is a great engine. They just screwed you. For real. And I poke fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I poke fun at Volkswagens all the time. Just like how Volkswagens poke fun at Subarus. It's all in good fun. I don't hate the cars. I still love the cars. I drive Melanies all the time. Incredibly fun cars. Honestly, if you get the opportunity to drive a GTI or a Golf R, by all means do it. The DSG or the manual transmission, both of them are a blast. Although I do kind of wish that I would have got a DSG over the manual transmission. The DSGs, man, they hold power so much easier. More Wolf and I will do some remastered ones of those because I also do like those ones. 6466 or 6870. What are your goals, my man? What are your goals? 2019 STI does not come with a type. It does come with a 2019 plus STI does come with a Type RA short block. It does. 706 casting. Pistons redesigned. BRB, I'm gonna go get a wheel of cheese. Dude, the cheese. Will you do pullovers in the next drop? I definitely would buy some. Pullovers? Yeah, we could do that. We make that happen. And is this still live? John Camp. This is still live, dude. What's up, John? John Camp, what up, dude? My fingers are crossed, and I knock on wood. I am also knocking on the wood. Hey, I have a 2004 STI, 40,000 miles. Sheesh, dude, that thing's a unicorn. On it, I was going to replace my subframe. Should I keep it OEM or aftermarket? I think there's really only one good aftermarket option. I think it's a Beat Rush that makes it. Personally, I'll just go OEM. Nothing wrong with the OEM one. The Find Knock Learn has been going up every day. Started at negative 1.41, negative 6.8, and today negative 9.14, only using shell 91. If you're using shell 91, first of all, I'm assuming you have a 91 OTS map on the car. If you have access to get 93, even if it's through a different fuel station like Chevron, by all means, do that. Some places don't have access to 93. Like we don't have 93 up here. We only have 92. That's the highest it goes up here is 92. So, I would, Kyle, if I were you, I would start out by resetting ECU learning. After you reset ECU learning, let the car idle for about 10 to 15 minutes to let the idle relearn itself. After that, go drive the car normal. Don't beat on it. Don't go like hard on the throttle. Just drive the car normal to let all of those ECU parameters relearn itself. After they've relearned itself, continue to monitor Find Knock Learn. It should reset all of that, so that way it shouldn't be going up crazy high. Monitor that. If it keeps going up high, start doing a little bit more digging. Let's keep the cheese going. I love... God, the cheese. The cheese. More drive merch? I'll make that happen. I'll make it happen. I'm going to do a complete revamp on merch for the next merch drop and the next giveaway. It'll be fun. How much does the 2017 STI have stock wheel horsepower? Stock? Like 255, 265, depending on what dyno you throw it on. What it do, Aaron? What it do? Tanner, there's not much left on the site to get more entries in. I need that motor. My dude, even if any more orders come through, or if you guys place any more orders, I can't count them towards the entry. The entry cutoff date has already been closed off, so there's going to be more. Like everything pretty much got ran through on that last giveaway. It was insane. It was insane on that last merch drop. You guys absolutely killed it. So I got some Gucci stuff coming for the next one. Is 8-to-1 comp ratio low for a comp ratio? I mean, not necessarily no. No. It really depends on what the build is, what pistons you're using, what cylinder heads you're using. There's a lot of variables that go into determining what exactly your head gasket thickness is going to have an impact on it. 8-to-1 isn't necessarily, like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not necessarily low. I would just expect an 8-to-1 compression ratio in a turbocharged engine. Will you do a sway bar install video? Acid Mike, I got one. I already got one for you, dude. I got a... Sheesh. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. My man. They're old. They're old. Don't get me wrong. Top two right there. Look at that. Rear sway bar install, front sway bar install. Width and links on both of them. Holy hell, these are old. This is like old too. Black Widow. Who's right there? Ambush me. Oh, dude, that's when the spider tried to get me at the old garage. I hate spiders. And this is when I had no idea how to edit.
Also, I'm using a 3/8" ratchet.
And look at me, I'm staring at the screen. What have you done, Mr. Mike? Now you got me looking at old videos.
Drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
But yeah, I mean, we got sway bar install videos up on the channel, dude. They've been up for a little while. They are definitely old. Some of those old videos, I look at them, I'm like, oh my god, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you think it's worth making the WRX 5-speed PPG over an STI? Personally, I would just get the STI 6-speed. I like the gearing in the 6-speed a little bit better in the 5-speed. But it's going to be impartial to what I think. It's going to be completely up to you. I just think the 6-speed's a little more worth it. Did you all see that new electric sub that looks like a Corvette? I have not, but I'm going to have to look at that later. I'm going to have to go take a gander at that. OEM Momo wheel is looking rough. I want to replace it. What's your opinion on options? I use Momo already. Get the DAMD wheel. 10 points. DAMD wheel. DAMD wheel. 100%. I had it in the 05 STI. Absolutely loved it. By far one of my favorite steering wheels. By far one of the favorite ones. For the aftermarket side that still retains an airbag, I love it. It's a good steering wheel. I just picked up a parent sway bar. Hey, not bad, not bad. It's old, but it's not even that long ago. You have just progressed very fast. I know. Well, I watch the old videos, and I look at the old videos, and, like, my personality... Because, like, when you first start making videos for the internet, you really don't know how to be yourself on camera. So it's, like... It's weird because you're like, trying to figure out, like, what you're doing and, like, who you are. And it's just weird for me to go back and watch them. It's like, what was I kind of like? What was I doing? What was I doing? Local here, love your channel. Wish I had more car friends. Dude, I wish I had more car friends, man. I totally feel it. I totally feel it. Holy crap! I made it to a live stream. Smellman 437. Welcome, dude. The ERA. Are you talking about the electric record attempt STI that Subaru made, the one that looks all crazy and whatnot? My STI has been sitting for 8 years. Greg, get it back on the road, my dude. Greg, you gotta bring it back, man. It's old. Oh yeah, I brought that one up. Can I put 108 in my 18 STI? We have a place that does it, but it's $8 a gallon. For $8 a gallon, dude, don't waste your money on that. Don't. You're not gonna see like major benefits unless you're tuning with it. If your STI gets car dollied across town, is it maybe okay or destroyed? Is the drive shaft disconnected? Did you disconnect did the drive shaft get disconnected? I'm guessing the drive shaft didn't get disconnected. Honestly, it probably did a decent amount. There's a high probability of damage to your drivetrain. There's a pretty high probability of damage. I'm completely honest. Like if any tow truck towed any of my all-wheel drive cars on dollies, and they didn't put all 4 wheels on dollies, that's a big no-no. You got a whole Discord full of car friends. You know what I mean, Vardy. I was just poking fun. You know what I mean. You were so awkward back then, but I still supported you and subscribed. See, that's what I'm saying. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. So the newer STI blocks are better than the previous. Yes, they are. 100%. Yes, they hold power a lot better. Big yes. Big yes. No disconnection. To be completely honest, there's more than likely going to be some damage. Realistically, there's going to be some damage. Motor's out. How can I tell? Check the drivetrain. Because if you think about it, if you have your car up on dollies, the all-wheel drive system, if you've ever had your STI, your WX, any all-wheel drive car up on jack stands, if you spin one of the wheels, it's going to spin all of the wheels. So if you have a car up on dollies and you have 2 of the wheels strapped down, but you have 2 more of them spinning, think about the amount of force that it's trying to put on the drivetrain. It's trying to spin all 4 wheels, but it's not able to. So all of that load, it has to go somewhere. That load has to go somewhere, even when it's in neutral. Like even if you put it in neutral, it's still gonna try to do the spins. Will it try to do the spins in neutral? Now you got me second guessing myself. You got me second guessing myself, man. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if it's in neutral or not. I recently watched your install the Killer Bee oil pan. Am considering on buying one with the baffle / pickup. Would you still recommend it now? 100%, yeah. Killer Bee has been around for a very long time. They do a lot of awesome stuff. I had a small issue with one Killer Bee pan that I had, but out of the 10 plus ones that I bought over the years, never had another issue with them. Highly recommend Killer Bee. Fantastic ones. Plans for your 2022 BRZ in the future. So I've got some OEM plus JDM parts on the way for the BRZ. We are going to do some power stuff with the BRZ. I'm on the lookout for a set of FA24 case halves for the BRZ, so that way I can send them out to a machine shop, get them closed decked, build an engine for the BRZ. We're gonna make some power with it. I would also, I'm gonna be honest. Some of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!" I realistically, I want to bag the BRZ. I want to do it. I miss having a bagged car. For those of you that have been around long enough, you guys know that the STI used to be bagged. It's fantastic for daily driving. To be completely honest, it's one of the best suspension. Honestly, it's one of the best modifications you can do for daily driving. You don't have to worry about speed bumps. You don't have to worry about clearing curbs or anything like that if you're going up a steep driveway. You just air up and you just drive the car. With the proper supporting mods for your suspension, bags handle fantastic. So realistically, I'd like to bag the BRZ. I think it'd be a fun time. I think it would look good. B, it would handle good with the way that I would set it up. So we'll probably bag it at some point. Looking at some type of forced induction, whether it's a supercharger or a turbo kit, one or the other. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do some fun stuff with it. I'm excited for it. We're gonna do a lot of aesthetic stuff with the BRZ. Somebody brought up a really cool point the other day that I actually really liked. Is I don't do a lot of body modification and aesthetics to cars. Mainly, I just go straight to power. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going straight to power. But I think with the BRZ, I want to take a step back. Yes, I am going to give it more power because I want more power to the BRZ. But I also want to do a lot of aesthetic stuff with the BRZ that I don't really do on other cars. Like with the STI, the Evo, Karma. We did some aesthetic stuff with Karma, like the flares, like the Carltons that we had on there and whatnot. But I think I kind of want to do some body stuff also. I've never done it before. John Yoon, yes, my stock 2019 ST had oil in the intercooler after 2 weeks of ownership. No more oil in there after the IJOS. It definitely helps. Definitely helps. When are the in-depth 2.5 motor builds? Tomorrow, Greg. You get one tomorrow. And then you get one the day after tomorrow. Well, yeah, perfect timing on it. I literally just got done shooting the video on how to take all of the measurements on an EJ25. So it'll be awesome. And then tomorrow I'm going to be assembling it. HKS supercharger is so expensive, though. It's true. It is definitely true. You're not wrong. We all do something, and it's called stupid tax. I have paid stupid tax before as well. You are not alone. Does that mean we're going to see anime stickers on the BRZ? No, we're not doing anime stickers. That's not my style. I don't like tossing giant livery stickers on my cars. You guys know that. I want to do a really clean, like, alright, I'm going to show you guys this photo of this BRZ, and this is one of the things that inspired me to want to buy the 2022 BRZ. And some of you guys will be like, ugh, it looks gross. I personally like it. Like, I can appreciate a good looking stanced car. I can appreciate a good looking one. I don't even know what to, like, type in to find this thing. And this is what made me get the color that I got. So, like I said, some of you guys are going to see this. You're going to be like, oh my God, Tanner, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something similar to it. I love it. I think that looks so damn good, you guys. Like, ooh. Dude, come on. You can't tell me that don't look good and clean. A nice, flush wheel and tire setup with some bags that are set up properly to handle phenomenally and air out and look good. Come on. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Like, the white, though, the white is really what, like, there's something about it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Flashback to the fake taxi livery. Okay, that one was, everyone kept calling the car a taxi. What do you expect me to do, Alex? I had to make it a taxi. People are going to sit there and call it a taxi. I got to call it a taxi. Dude, like, something like this, too, would look so good. It looks so good. And we'll have the power to back it up. Just something clean and simple, man. I love the fake taxi liveries. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, I knew someone was going to do it. Dan, don't do it. Don't do it. Start your fabrication journey with your BRZ becoming a welding gesso. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm learning. I've been practicing welding in my off time, you guys. I post some of them up on Instagram every now and then. My welds don't look pretty, but they work. Your car needs to pee. Let it out. No camber BS. This is what I'm talking more along the lines of. Like, I like the white one because I like the aired out look with the wheels themselves, but this would be more along the lines of what we would do. Something a lot more flush and usable. This setup here. What does the silver one look like? Like that. That looks... Come on, you can't tell me that don't look good. That looked good. That looked good. I want to build a car that look good, too. We got our STI to go fast. We got our Evo to go fast. We got our GTI to go kind of fast. We got our BRZ to go fast and look good. Like, come on. Reminds me of the new 400Z, right? I'll accept bag, just can't stand the static or ridiculous camber. Well, I'm not like this. I don't go ridiculous camber like that. You guys have seen the STI when it was bagged. It didn't have ridiculous camber or anything like that. It was a very flush setup like this one is right here. So we'll do something along those lines. Jared, appreciate the dono, dude. Wide body the BRZ. Maybe down the line. I don't want to cut it up yet. I don't want to cut it up. Dude, the stock body. Come on, the stock body even looks so good on these cars. He's going wide body hidden hardware. I mean, we could later down the line. 03 STI 6-speed and R180. Would you run 7590 in both? 80 W90 in the diff only. 90 PA is what I use in the rear diff for that. For the trans, I would use 7590. So 7590 in the trans. Motul 90 PA is what I would use in the rear differential. I like the red one. See, that's what I'm saying. The red one looks really good. I like this. It looked good. Can you go to your fridge and get your best cheese? We need to go grocery shopping, man. We didn't get any cheese. All I have in there is blue cheese. And you guys, a lot of people are against blue cheese. Have you seen B's for Builds R69 GTR? So sick. I have. I was watching one of Chris's videos earlier this afternoon while I was in between meetings. It does. It looks really good. That midnight purple wrap that he's doing on there, just woo, looks fire, man. Like that looked really good. If we did something along the lines of that, just, woo, hoo, hoo. Can't go wrong with that, you guys. Looks good, but please don't do the stupid. We're not doing the We're not going camber extreme like that. We do very flush, clean looking setups. Smedia, bring back the woo at the end of the videos. OG subscriber, dude. The woo is in every video. What are you talking about, dude? It's at the end of every video. Also, Jesse, appreciate the dono, my friend. Everyone is talking about wide bodying it. What about thin bodying it? What about no bodying it? What if we make it naked? Naked BRZ. I'm about it. Don't stance it. Make it quicker and stiffen the suspension. But with the bags, we can give it better suspension and make it look good. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. It's a cracked out Miata. Who doesn't like a good cracked out Miata on a Tuesday? Cheese flex the BRZ. Dude, don't tempt me. I'll put cheese wheels all over it. Petition to keep the BRZ stock body. See, I'm about it. I like the stock body on the BRZ. And there's like no good wide body kits out there that I've even seen for it yet. Do a short of cheese all over the STI. Well, you want me to go get like a can of easy cheese? You want me to go get some easy cheese and like easy cheese everything? Yo, Tanner, it's 5:39 in South Africa. Are you in the future? You're in the future, my friend, because it is 7:40 p.m. here in Washington. You did a whisper. I had to do a whisper woo the other day. It was 1:30 in the morning. Cheese-scented air fresheners. Ender, don't tempt me. Ender, you're going to be the only one buying cheese-scented air fresheners if I offered those. Peep the videos that Tommy Fresh and Dustin Williams collabed on last week, rebuilding his RB26. Who got an RB26? I don't really watch Dustin Williams or Tommy Fresh, to be honest. I don't really have time to watch a lot of videos. The RB26, I'm about an RB26. The Woo's been a staple for years. I've been looking back through the STI videos in blue because I just recently got an STI. Chad, by the way, well, congrats on the STI, dude. 1040 in Georgia. You guys are living in the future. Cheese Whiz merch, or just a giant like can of Cheese Whiz right here. That could be fun. That could be fun. 1040. See, all you guys living in the future. How do you like having shock mount for Blue Yeti? Honestly, it's not bad. This is the, I don't really, even when I bump into my desk, it doesn't really move too much. Like the camera moves more than anything because it's sitting on a tripod on the desk. But honestly, it's not a bad microphone setup up here, you guys. Cheese to cheese, man. There's so much cheese happening all at once. How about corn chips? Dirty feet smell air freshener. Dude, you guys are getting weird with it. We're getting weird with this right now. Is a high value 5 to 7 feedback knock reading a big concern only if it happens around once a week? If it's happening once a week, I wouldn't stress it too much. It really depends on where in the RPM range it's happening and at what point. Are you watt? Is it when you're tipping into throttle? Is it when you're tipping out? Is it during cruising? Kind of all depends on where it's falling. I will 100% buy it. If you do butterfly effect, butterfly effect. You were stressing me out, my dude. What was my MOS? I was a 15 whiskey. I flew drones. Hang on. That one. I flew these little turds when I was in the Army. Boop. These remote-controlled planes that would spy on you at 2:30 in the morning, and you would have no idea. There's one of them on here that I deployed with. The number 20. Nope. I wonder. I saw it. I remember I saw it on here one time. Where it at? Where it at though? Oh, you don't have a number on you, do? I crashed one of these years ago. It wasn't 2107. It's 2407, I think. I don't know. One of these ones I flew. It's this is the plane I flew, but like one of the actual number on there, one of them is actually on Google somewhere. Anyways, I'm getting very distracted by that. Very distracted by looking at Google Images. Also, David, bring out the weird. Let's go. Appreciate the dono, David. Raven Child, can your mic filter out the... Yes, it can. It just filtered out the pen clicks. Appreciate the dono, dude. Also, Ricky, appreciate the dono. You should do some review videos on parts you have installed on the 17 STI suspension-wise. Worth it. How was the install process? I mean, I could definitely do something like that in the future. Let me get the STI running and driving first, and we can definitely do that. Did you ever crash one? I crashed 3 of them, all due to aircraft failure. None of them were my fault as an operator. Engine failures, comms failures, things of that nature. They're not their most reliable. They're rotary engines. They don't like to work all the time. Is that where the written? I mean, not for me. My oldest son just got out of the Army. I was Navy way back in '89. Hey, thank you for your service. And thank you for your... And tell your son thank you for his service, too. Can you look up the question I asked a minute ago? John. Let me scroll back to it, dude. John, dude, it's back here. It got buried. 1040 in Georgia? That one? That's the last one I see, John. John, you're stressing me out. John. I like it. John, I can't find it, man. If you throw it back in there, I'll jump on it as soon as I see it come through. Oh, John Ford, not John Camp. John, dude, there's a John to John back-to-back right now, and it really threw me off. John Ford. If you throw your comment back out, I will jump on it because I don't see it. I do not see it, Mr. Ford. I do apologize. Everything got buried. Hey, Tanner, could we get some Smedia logo masks in the store? I can make that happen as well. We used to have some, like a year and a half ago or something along those lines. I think we had them, and then I kind of stopped doing them for a while. I mean, people stopped buying them. He wanted to know about putting a car on a lift. Right, different John? Different John, can you confirm this for me? My other John. My other John. Copy paste, John. Give me Matt. I need to tell him I did snow donuts for the first time. Matt's at work. Matt's working, unfortunately. But I will pass the message along, Christian. I will pass it along. Liquid cheese coolant. Drone with a cheese payload. Bro, there's so much cheese talk going on. You guys are making me hungry, man. I kind of want pizza. John, to check his differential damage for being on a dolly. Yeah, toss it up on a lift. Drain the fluid out of the transmission. Drain the fluid out of the rear diff. Check for metallic flakes. I hope there's nothing in there, and I hope that everything went smoothly on the dolly over. But yeah, pull out the fluid out of the rear diff. Pull out the fluid in the transmission. Put them in brand new clean containers if you can, or buckets, so that way you can see all the glitter that's coming out, so you can visually see and you're not be like, all right, maybe that's from an oil change I did X amount of miles ago or anything like that. That would be my best suggestion. If you're seeing a ton of glitter, that would not be a good sign. That would not be a good sign. Naturally, with gear oil, you're gonna see some glitter come out anyways, but you'll see some glitter come out of that thing. First time catching a live. Love the channel and been following for a while. My old ass is normally in bed by now. Welcome, Lee. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the live stream, dude. Out of curiosity, what were your plans on the Golf long term? For the Golf R, when I had that, my plans for that one was Garrett Turbo, E85, downpipe intake, tune, intercooler, low pressure fuel pump, high pressure fuel pump, and send it. And a clutch, because the stock clutch and that thing didn't even like having an intake and a tune on it. But my goals for the Golf R when I did have it were full send. I wanted to full send that car so hard and just make as much power as possible, because I just don't see a ton. I rarely see a ton of like high horsepower Golfs out there, like aside from like VR6 ones out there. But like Mark 7.5s, a lot of people get to like the 5 to 550 horsepower range and just kind of stop there. So I wanted to break past that point. Tanner, what are you using to wrap or sheathing your looms with? It's just loom sleeve right now, and then I also ordered some high temp tape to combat the temps in the engine bay. So we'll tape out that whole harness as well. Hit them likes. See Cody coming in here, policing people up. Thanks, and thanks all, Tanner. Hey, anytime, John. Best of luck, dude. Hey, my engine in my 2015 WX is making a whining noise. Any idea what could be causing that? AC going out gets louder with idle. If it gets louder with idle, I would think it's a pulley-related thing. AC would be the first thing that comes to mind because that's what I see most whining on cars like that, especially if it follows RPM range. But we've been going for like an hour and 15 minutes, you guys. I am exceptionally hungry, and I'm going to go make some food. So I'm going to be hopping off of here. I've got the EJ25 for the giveaway all measured out. Got all that done today. So tomorrow I will be assembling it, putting it together, and getting it ready for whoever wins. The announcement will be this Friday. The drawing will be this Friday. And the drawing will be live for all of you guys to be able to watch. So that way you guys can see everything that's going on with it. So I'm excited to find out who's going to win the EJ25 this Friday. The next giveaway, for the next merch drop, we will find something cool and crazy and fun to be able to do that applies to... I'll try to make it apply to absolutely everybody. Am I going to drag race the EJ33? Yes, I will. But with that, you guys, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go get some cheese. I'm going to go make some dinner. I have a video to edit for you guys tomorrow, which is showing you guys how to measure the tools and everything like that. Hashtag Team Burp. Burned up vacuum. Appreciate the dono, Kyle. Also appreciate the dono, Jesse. Best wheels to keep dirt from cracking. Best wheels to keep dirt from caking up in the wheel wells. I like RPF ones. The first one that comes to mind. It's cheap. It's affordable. If you break it, you can get another one cheap, and they're easy to clean and knock dirt out of. Big brain on that one. RPF one. So with that, I will catch you guys in the next live stream on Friday. Have a good week, everyone. Appreciate the donos. Appreciate the support as always. So peace out, homies. Woo! And then the awkward point where I have